Connect with the earth in your mountain pose, starting feeling roots growing into the earth. Now lift your toes, spread them out, bring the toes down. We're going to line the hips over the ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, palms face forward, and just smooth out your breath. Work towards some nice, even and smooth and settled inhales and exhales. And gently start to let your breath deepen. So nothing too complicated here. Just take a nice exhale and then inhale, fill that space. And then exhale, let go of as much as you can, and inhale, fill that space. And one more time, exhale, try and squeeze out all the air. Even feel your muscles engaging, all the muscles, everything squeezes out. And then inhale, just fill up. And release. All right, let's get a little more movement going. Take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance. Okay, and we're going to take a cleansing breath here, so hands to heart. Think about something that you'd like to let go of. Inhale your fingers up toward the sky, and as you turn your palms out, release that. Let it go. Drive it right down into the earth with your palms, and bring your hands back to your heart. Check around, see if there's anything left. Inhale up. Exhale, release. All right, so we're going to do a little energy gathering, also introducing a little bit of balance. So bring your arms up, inhale, gathering energy. Now exhale, fold forward, and as you inhale, gathering energy again, bring your right heel up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, energy up, left heel up. And take it down. Inhale, both heels, or just continue alternating. If your ankles wobble here, just alternate. Take it down. Now, if you feel like the knee can come up on the right, take your right knee up. If not, just keep it to the right heel. Take it down and left heel or knee. Okay, you know this drill already. Double heel or continue alternating right and left, heel or knee. Take it down and up. So just find your own pace. It's either right, left, double, or right, left, right, left. So if you're doing the double heel lift, after your next double heel lift, you'll be done with that round. Just come back to center. If you're alternating, after your next left, you'll be even. And just everybody, when you're done with your round, come back to center, hands to heart. Okay, we created a lot of space here. Now we're going to envision something that we want to bring in. And then drop your hands by your side. Inhale, energy up. Feed that intention. Palms touch. Hands come heart center. And release. All right, let's get that spine moving. So the feet are slightly wider than hip width distance apart. Knees and hips have rhythm to them. They're moving. They're going to stay just moving naturally as we go into cats and cows. So right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right. Round forward into cat, open, cow. Left hand goes first this time, then right, round forward. Cat, open, cow. Right hand first, cat, cow. Left hand first, and open. All right, just continue. Right, then left. Let this be your final round. Okay, so the next time you wind up putting your left hand to your right shoulder first and doing a cat and then a cow, you will be done. Come back to center and just shake things out. So we're going to do a little fun thing here now called dragon swimming through the river. And we're going to do it with our legs pretty close together, hands to heart. Okay? So this is for opening the side body. So we're going to take both hands to the right, let your left hips go out to the left, and turn your gaze toward your left shoulder. Then come back through center, hands over to the left, right hip goes out, look toward your right shoulder. And go back to the right, looking left, taking the hip left, and go back to the left. Now we're going to let the knees bend a little more as we go to the right and start taking the hands side to side, hips side to side, and the hands go lower. Now, if you start to feel really off balance here, just put some space in between your feet. If that helps you move side to side with more ease, then do that. And we're going to come back up, moving side to side, hips to one side, hands to the other, gaze goes toward the hips, and then start bringing your arms above the waist, to the shoulders, higher than the shoulders. All right, and we're just going to finish up here, taking the hands, final move to the right, come center and shake things out. All right, getting ready for some twisting now with the feet mat width distance apart. Okay, and we're going to let the arms circle around and let the body move. Lower body moves, the heel might want to lift. Arms are circling around the body. Then they start to come away and go a little higher. Shoulder height, and we're twisting. Above the shoulders, and we're twisting. Up as high as you want, and we're twisting. And coming back down, shoulder height. And coming back down and wrapping the hands around the waist. Yes. Now the next time your left hand is in front, your right arm is behind, turn and face your right leg and bow over that leg. Then sweep the arms around, right arm is in front, left arm is back. Toes are turned to the left, left toes are turned left. Bow over your left leg. And just come back to center, heel toe, and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so as mentioned, we are going to be coming to the back of the mat. We'll be stepping forward into warrior one, and then we'll do releasing breaths into airplane option warrior three. Now remember, when you come into your airplane, or if you go into warrior three, same thing. You do not look straight down. Your gaze is 6 feet diagonal ahead of you. Okay, so let's come to the back of the mat. And breathe. All right, so hands to hips to start. Take a giant step forward with your right foot. Spin your left foot at an angle. The left heel stays connected to the earth. Right knee is over right ankle. Turn and face your right leg. Draw your arms by your ears and lengthen your spine forward. The core is working here to keep you up. Now you feel a nice long spine. Start to bring your arms up. Keep that length in the spine. You're in Warrior One. Inhale and exhale and step back. Okay, now we're going to do Warrior One on the other side, then we'll do our add-ons. So big step forward with the left foot, right foot spins at an angle, arms by the ears, long, 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 left knee over left ankle, and lift. What we don't want to do is dump into that lower back. So keep your spine long, come up as far as you can, and then step back. Woo! All right, now we're adding on. So let's step forward and find Warrior One. Make it as flowy as you can. Right leg, left foot, arms, long spine. Inhale. Now releasing breath. Exhale, the core catches you as your arms go back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release back. Inhale. Exhale, releasing back. Inhale, arms back. Fix your gaze, 6 feet diagonal. Spin your back heel up. That's your left heel right now. You could stay here, or you could start to lift that back leg for airplane. You can hold on to something lightly if you want. All right, and let's bring it back to Warrior One and step back. All right, we're going to go smoothly into Warrior One, starting with the left foot. Left foot, here we go. Warrior One. Inhale, releasing breath back. We're not collapsing onto the leg. Core is supporting here. Inhale. Exhale, releasing breath back. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale. Back and hold. Stay here. Fix your gaze 6 feet diagonal ahead of you. Lift your back heel. Stay here or come into airplane. Lift that back leg. And step back to Warrior One and bring it back. Everybody okay so far? Does anybody need anything? Okay, you can always have some form of support. Now this time, option is going to be turn that airplane into a Warrior Three. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Right leg forward, Warrior One. Your left foot is at an angle. Arms are up, you're long. Inhale. Exhale, arms back. Inhale up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale up. Releasing breath back and up. Releasing breath back and hold. Spin your back heel up. Fix your gaze. Option, raise that back leg for airplane. Option, bring the arms by the ears for Warrior Three. We're still keeping that gaze diagonally ahead, not straight down. Step back to Warrior One and come to the back of your mat. All right, one side left to go. Stepping forward, left foot, Warrior One. Forward, left foot, Warrior One. Inhale, releasing breath back. Inhale, releasing breath back. Inhale, releasing breath back. Inhale, release back. Spin your back heel up. Fix your gaze. Airplane if you want it. Leg lifts. Arms by the ears, warrior 3 if you want it. Back to warrior 1. Back to the back of your mat. All right. Inhale and exhale. Find mountain pose here. Now we're going to be making our way down to the mat. But before we do that, let's make sure we have the block and strap handy and adequate padding for the knees. Okay. All right. We will be doing a little bit of core with the block, and then we'll be doing a core sequence from hands and knees. So when we get to the hands and knees part, the core sequence is going to be lifting leg and arm. You can always do it at a chair or at a wall, right? That's going to be our second core sequence. Right now we're at the back of the mat. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down and walk forward to downward facing dog. Find a nice dog here. And bend one knee and then the other, alternating heels, pressing toward the earth. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And then come to seated mountain pose. So we'll just transition down to the earth through seated mountain pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Check around, see if there's anything left to release. Inhale your fingertips up and exhale, palms out, release it onto the earth. Bring your hands to your heart. Call to mind what you want to bring into your life. Bring your hands down by your side, palms face up. Inhale, energy up. Catch it between your palms and exhale, hands to heart. And then shake everything out and release. Okay, so we're going to start our core series on hands and knees, and then we'll do some work with the block that really helps open up the shoulders. So let's come to hands and knees here. Remember, if you don't want to be on hands and knees, you could stand at the wall or put hands on a chair. We're going to come to tabletop. Now in tabletop, if this is too much of an angle for your wrist, right, because the wrist is right under the shoulder, you can walk your hands a little bit forward here. We are going to take that right leg back, tuck the toes, press through the right heel, engage the core. Now float your right leg up to hip height and float your left arm up by your ear. Keeping your leg and arm straight, tap down, fingertips down, toes down, and lift up. And keep going. I'll tell you what to avoid here. So when we do this, we want to make sure we're not opening the hip. We want the hips facing straight down. Keep going, tapping up and down, nice and slow. 2 and 1, and hand down, knee down. Left leg back, tuck the toes, press through the heel. Just get a nice little stretch. Extend your right arm up by your ear, lift your left leg, tap it down and up, down and up. Are your hips staying nice and steady, facing straight down to the mat? We don't want the hips lifting. Down and up, down and up. And one more. And release. Let's come off those wrists for a moment. You can sit back on your heels like this. It's a good stretch for the ankles and the shins. Okay. You can sit back on your heels with your toes tucked. It's a nice stretch for the toes. Or you can be completely up. Just give your wrists a break. Now we're going to work out to the side so we get those obliques. So come back to tabletop or hands on a chair, hands on the wall, wherever you were. Right leg hip height, left arm up by the ear. Tap down and up. Now right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left. Come center, tap down, up. Leg and arm out to the side. Center, tap down, up. Leg and arm out. Center, tap down, up, out, center, tap down, up. Let's get that hand and knee to the mat at the same time. Woo! All right, if you need a break for your wrist or any other part of you, go ahead. Otherwise, we're going left leg back, right arm by the ear. Tap down, up, left leg out to the left, right arm out to the right. Center, down, up, to the sides. Center, down, up, to the sides. Center, down, up, hand and knee to the mat at the same time. All right, just go ahead, wiggle those hips, take it back, release, shake things out, and grab your block and come down. We're going to be holding the block like this. All right. So that was a nice warm up for the core. We're going to do a little more core work. Okay, so we're holding the block long ways in between the hands. If you don't have a block, that's fine. Just keep your hands shoulder width distance apart. Okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to press, lift the shoulders and head, press the block up toward the ceiling and come down. Press up. Okay, again, without a block, just focus on keeping those arms shoulder width distance apart. Up and down, up and down. Now we're going to tap back. So reach up, take it down, tap back. Arms up, reach up toward the sky, take it down, tap back. Smooth it out, reach up, tap back. Reach up, tap back. Reach up, tap back. Reach up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and tap back. We're going for the knees now. Okay, remember, either hold on to your block or just focus on keeping your arms shoulder width distance apart. Roll up, press toward your knees. Take it down, tap back. Roll up, press toward the knees. Take it down, tap back. Roll up, press, and back. Roll up, press, and back. We're going to take it up, hold, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and tap back and bring it in. Just rest that block on your belly for a moment. Inhale and exhale. All right, do we need to do a little more obliques? Yeah, we need a little more oblique work, don't we? Okay, so either hold your block, or if you don't have a block, press your palms together for this, okay? Arms straight up. Roll shoulders and head up, and take your hands to the right, to the left, again to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, come center, take it down, tap back. We're going to do that same thing, but we're going to start on the left this time, okay? And then we will be done. Roll it up, both hands to the left, to the right, 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 come center, tap down, leave that block where it is, extend the legs, extend the arms, inhale, point the toes, stretch, 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 and draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. So you're going to hold on to your shins or your hamstrings, and then roll your forehead towards your knees, and then stretch long again. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet to the mat, hands down by your side, and just let your knees open and close a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Now grab your strap. So we're going to be working on our hips now with the strap. So just take the strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, then you just hold on to your leg wherever your hands reach comfortably. Could be your hamstring, it could be your calf. If you have a strap, put it around the ball of your foot, flex your foot, and draw that right leg back and release. Now the left knee is still bent, left foot is on the mat. Be intentional with your left leg. Don't let it just flop around. Just be intentional. Keep some energy in it. Take that leg, right leg back one more time and release. Okay, now if you have a strap, two hands around, your right hand goes around both ends of the strap. If not, bend your knee a little bit, and we're taking the left arm out from the left shoulder. Take the right leg out to the right and back to center. So you could do this with or without a strap. Out to the right and back to center. And then come back to center. Now take the strap in your left hand, right arm extended, or left hand outside of the right leg. Extend your left leg. We're going to take that right leg just past the belly button and come back up. Now over, not very far, we want the right hip to stay down, over to the left and up, to the left and up, to the left and up, to the left and up. Now we're going to let that right leg come way over to the left. Let the right hip lift and take your gaze past your right fingertips. Right shoulder still connected to the earth. Come on back to center and switch. Left foot in the strap, or hold on to the back of your left leg. Be intentional with your right leg. Keep energy in it and draw it back and release. 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 Okay. Right arm extends out from the right shoulder. We're taking the leg over to the left, either holding onto the strap or the leg. But this right hip stays grounded. If your right hip wants to start traveling with you, just put your hand on that hip bone and keep the right hip grounded. Out and up, out and up. Now hold the strap or your left leg in your right hand, extend your left arm, extend your right leg any amount. Take that leg over and back. We went to the right. Now we're going to repeat 4 times. Over to the right and back. The left hip is staying grounded. We want this hip to stretch. We're not letting that hip lift up. Over and back and over and back. Now let the hip lift. Take that left leg as far over to the right as you can, keeping the left shoulder grounded. Gaze past your left fingertips. Come back up to center and release. All right, let's bring both feet to the mat with the knees bent and gently butterfly. Okay, now we're going to do something super fun. Draw your legs in towards you. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your shins. Now we're getting the inner thigh stretch here, right? Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to come to seated. So if you want to try, just rock, 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 and sit up. You can. Otherwise, let go and bring, yeah, see? That was fun, wasn't it? Told you. Let's come to a quick tabletop. Bring your big toes together, knees wide apart here. And we're going to press back with the hips and come up. Press the hips back toward the heels and come up. Hips toward heels and come up. And now find child's pose. Make sure your head is supported in child's pose, whether it reaches the mat or you make fists and rest your head on fists or hands. And then from here, start to find your way to downward facing dog. Okay, once you get into dog, spend a breath looking around the body, seeing if anything is working harder than any other part, and just try and even out the effort in your down dog, coming into a very balanced dog. And then take 3 breaths here. And then find a journey that brings your feet to your hands. And when you get there, hands to the thighs, shine your heart forward. Slide your hands down your legs as you fold. Float the arms out and up. Gather energy, palms touch. And let's step those legs together as the hands come heart center. Finding mountain pose. And shake it out. How's everybody doing? All right. Okay, so we have our Wednesday night end of summer final, right? Yes. You know what it is. It's going to be 2 minutes of sun salutation. So just come to the top of your mat, disengage the mind. Everybody here has done at least 7,000,010 sun salutations. So the body knows what to do, right? You've got 2 minutes. You can do any version that you like. You can keep it simple or you can make it more complicated, okay? So let's take a couple of breaths at the top of the mat. Give me a chance to find my timer. There it is. 2 minutes. All right. And go. Remember to spend some time in your down dog, taking a moment to make sure everything's nice and even, and then enjoying a couple of settled breaths. All right, keep going, guys. The bad news is I set the timer for 2 hours instead of 2 minutes, so just keep going. Just enjoy yourselves. You've got plenty of time left. We'll give it another 45 seconds. If you don't want to go 2 hours, we'll just give it another 45 seconds. All right. So start finishing up from wherever you are, and we will meet at the top of the mat. Anybody who wants to keep going, I'll call you in 2 hours and tell you your time is up. When you get to the top of your mat, just find mountain pose and breathe. All right, now take a big wide step open. We're going to do triangle. Wide step open. Turn your right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. Level off the pelvis. Arms out, legs are staying straight. We reach and release. Reach and release. Reach and release. Now reach, reach, reach. Right arm down. Left arm up, shoulders are stacked. We're in triangle. Find your right foot with your gaze. Find the center of your space. Find your left fingertips. Put a soft bend in your right knee. Follow your left hand around as it comes to your right leg for head to knee pose. Your hands could be on your thigh, your shin, or your mat. Float back up to triangle. Come on up. Hands to hips and switch your feet. Arms out and reach and release. Reach and release. Reach and release. Now reach, reach, reach. Triangle. Stack those shoulders. Find your left foot. Find the center of your space. Find your right hand. Gentle bend in that left knee. Follow your right hand around into pyramid head to knee pose. Hands to the thigh, the shin, mat if you like. And float back up into triangle. And come on up. Hands to hips, toes face forward. Put your index fingers in your hip creases. Take a breath and fold forward. You stop where you want to stop. If you want to keep your head higher than your heart, you do that. If you want to go lower, you do that. Now, if you're higher, put your hands on your thighs, maybe your shins, or if your hands touch the mat, touch the mat. And we're just going to let the legs bend side to side from wherever you are. Side to side, releasing. Now take both hands over to the right. Remember, you could be at the thigh, you could be on the mat, and extend through your left leg. Right knee is bent. Turn your left toes up. And then come to the other side. Inner thigh stretch here. Turn your right toes up. All 10 toes forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up. Press through the feet. Lift the rest of the way up. Take a breath and either heel toe or hop your feet together, however you want to get back. Shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to take a moment now to scan the body from head to toe. Wiggle around, see if anything feels like it needs a little attention. All right. And while you're moving around, find your strap if you're using a strap and bring it alongside your mat. We're going to meet at the top of the mat in mountain pose, and we're going to do a sun salutation together on our way down, okay? So this sun salutation, when we do our back bend, it's going to be a little different. We'll be doing a lift up from here, and in honor of the crescent moon, we're just going to add a nice crescent lunge. So come to the top of your mat, mountain pose here. Our final sun salutation of summer Wednesday night practices together. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down, lunge back with your right leg. Now low crescent lunge, right knee comes down, arms up. Hands down, we go plank, knees up or down. Chaturanga. Okay, now make a pillow with your hands, with the right hand on top. Rest your forehead on your hands. Point your toes behind you. And using the strength of the back, but keeping the hands attached to the forehead, just lift. So the hands are not doing the lifting, they're just staying attached to the forehead. Release. Now put your left hand on top, and same thing, lift and release. Find down dog. Check everything out in your down dog. Inhale and exhale. Take your right leg up. Step forward, low crescent lunge. Left knee comes down. As your hands come down, tuck your back toes, and as your hands touch down, lift your back knee nice and smooth. Take a giant step forward, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. We keep going, hands through heart center. Fold, half lift, fingertips down, lunge back left. Low crescent. Hands down, plank. Chaturanga. Pillow again with the hands, right hand on top. We lift, this time open the arms. Left hand, lift, open the arms. And make a pillow with your hand. Bend your knees. And just rock your knees side to side. Release that spine. And find down dog. Left leg up, step forward, right knee down, low crescent. Tuck your back toes. As your hands come down, your back knee lifts. Step forward, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. And let's come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Step back to down dog one final time. Big toes touch, knees to one side, hips to the other. Wiggle those hips. And then come to seated mountain pose. Now a couple of soft forward folds. Inhale, just gently float those arms up and melt. Roll your hands up your legs. One more gentle inhale, gentle fold. And roll back up to seated. Okay. All right, grab your strap if you have one. Bend your knees, feet to the mat. Lay back down. Butterfly those knees for a moment. All right, the strap is going around your right foot. If no strap, you're holding onto your right leg. Left leg is intentional, right? So we're going to draw the leg back one time and release. And one more time and hold. And release. Strap in the right hand, left arm extended. We're going to take the right leg out one time and up, back out to the right and hold. And bring it up, extend the left leg. Take that strap in your left hand, right arm extends, or you're just holding on to the outside of your right leg. Take that leg across to the left and release. Now across to the left, let that right hip come up, right shoulder stays grounded, gaze past your right fingertips. And come up. We're going to switch to the left leg here. Right knee is bent, right foot is on the mat. Draw back and release. Draw back and hold. And release. Okay, right arm extends. We're taking the left leg out to the left and back up to center and out to the left and hold. And bring it up. Extend your right leg if you haven't already. And take your strap in your right hand or your left leg in your right hand. Extend that left arm. Draw across once to the right and up and back over to the right and hold, gazing past those left fingertips. And come back to center. Now put the strap aside if you're using one. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your shins. All right, release feet to the mat. Take your right leg up. Point and flex the foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Switch legs, point and flex. Circle the ankle. Circle the other way. And release. Butterfly those knees. All right, if you're feeling it, try Supta Baddha Konasana. This is with the soles of the feet together and the knees open. If this doesn't work for you, just keep your feet flat and your knees bent. From wherever you are, place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Observe your breath as it flows in and out. And take a moment in gratitude to yourself for all the practices that you've done, for all the great things you've done for yourself. Now release the hands, extend the legs, scan your body from head to toe. See if any final movements, any realignment needs to happen for you. Start to find your way to someplace very comfortable for your final relaxation. Observe the body connecting to the earth. Even things out. Check to see if there's any parts of you that are efforting mightily and need to relax a bit. All right, now take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, release yourself onto the earth, coming into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, hug in. And find your way over to a side. Coming back up. A nice easy seat. Now we're going to just do a little finishing move here. Interlace your fingers, okay? And just move your wrists forward and back, side to side, circle around, and circle around. Loosen things up and then shake those hands and fingers out. Bring your hands to your heart. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this summer. Namaste.